How often are you actually unplugging digitally to protect your mind? I ask this question even more now than I have probably in the last 5 years. Once COVID hit, the amount of time that we had on our hands to do nothing but connect to the world outside of us through our digital platforms, understandably so, has now leaked into a world where we are around each other, but we're digitally away from each other. I've talked about before how much, back in the good old days of being cave people, you knew typically what your cave was doing and maybe what the cave next door was doing for safety reasons. We were never meant to know what the cave 600 miles, 6,000 miles was doing and what they were preparing for or what was happening. We are in an overload world right now that can feel so damaging. It can feel overloaded. It can feel overwhelming where you have no idea what you're doing. As a business owner, I talk about this a lot, to the fact that how do you detox from using your phone and your digital platforms when you are a business owner? This is going to come with a lot of boundaries. And I've talked about boundaries before, especially when it comes to being a business owner and how much they play a different part than they even do in your personal life. When you are very first starting out, I understand that as a small business, it is really hard to put your phone away when you're on vacation because it's you and only you. As you grow and you start to delegate and you're able to set those boundaries a little bit easier, it's understandable that you should be pulling away more and more from your phone. But in the meantime, let's just talk about being a small business and not really being able to do that because maybe you don't have the capacity, you don't have the people that can work with you, you don't really have a lot of people you can delegate to. And for some bigger businesses, this may still be true. But what I'm talking about is, can you set a boundary on how much time you spend on your phone certain sections of the day? Are you leaping out of bed to immediately check your phone and get your day started? Because if you are, wrong. And I know that sounds crappy and I know that sounds unfair, but we're not sugarcoating shit, okay? We're trying to get stuff done. You need to give yourself, your body, and your mind some time to wake up, some time to move around, and some time to just process that this whole new day has started. If you immediately jump out of bed and check your phone and it's a shit show already, how likely are you to wake up and be like, this is going to be the best day of my life? The likelihood is that that day is going to continually progress to a further shit show. And that's not helpful. So all I'm asking is that, can you wake up and give yourself 5 minutes? Go pee, maybe brush your teeth, maybe have a breakfast snack, maybe have some coffee, have some water. I don't care, whatever your wake up looks like, but can you give yourself 5 minutes to just move around and get your day started? And maybe just start with the fact that you're like, man, you know what? I woke up today and that's a great experience because not everybody's afforded that, right? So can I just say, I'm alive, and that's nice. And then I'll get myself some coffee or whatever I enjoy in the morning, and then I can check my phone. Same thing with at lunch. When we eat and we are doing things on our computers or we are doing things on our phones, you're not actually digesting. They've done a ton of research to support this, that when you are eating and you are trying to multitask, especially electronically, you're not digesting in the way that you're supposed to. You're usually typically chewing very fast. You're usually rushing through your food. So just in the time that you eat, even if you just give yourself 15 minutes for lunch, can you just back away from your phone and your computer? Can you just enjoy what you're eating? Maybe have a moment, even if you're a fast eater, maybe go for a really quick walk outside and get some vitamin D. When you get home, can you sit down with your family? And during that dinner time, can you put your phone down and quit messing with it? Just within that time. If your company is going to burn to the ground between the time that you're eating dinner with your family, there are bigger things that we need to be talking about. So feel free to comment or share or like this, because I will happily sit down with you personally and go over what's going on, that if one time for dinner a week is causing your entire company to fall apart, we've got bigger things that we need to look at, and I'm happy to look at them with you. So these are just the things that I'm talking about, of setting these time boundaries, of just saying, right now is not the time. I'm not going to poo-poo on taking your phone to the bathroom. I know that there's a million people who are going to tell you not to, sanitary-wise, sitting there, getting hemorrhoids-wise, whatever that is for you. I'm not in the bathroom long enough for it to cause hemorrhoids, but I am taking my phone in there because typically I can't answer an email very quickly while I'm taking a pee break. I'll be the first to admit it. You know your body better than I ever will, so please trust that as well. The other thing too is that I would say if you are spending a lot of time on your phone because of business, be mindful that I understand, and I'm the same way, that when I get home, sometimes I just want to veg out and I just want to watch Instagram or TikTok for a little while. But can we set time limits on that? If I know that I've been in meetings all day and I've been on my computer all day, I probably won't try really hard to doom scroll or TikTok watch for maybe 30 minutes, and then I'll read and then I'll go to bed. So again, this is just like giving yourself something, because it does feel good and it does feel rewarding, and that's okay. We don't need to like yank everything out, but also being very mindful of where is the balance. If I've been on my computer all day, with the exception of maybe my lunch break, maybe I don't need to doom scroll for 6 hours, right? Maybe that's not actually going to be super healthy and beneficial. So these are just a couple of things I would say try. I will always tell you too, is that if you are going for little walks, if you can do it without your phone, without anything in your ear, I highly recommend it. Safety purpose, I mean, also it's not super safe, but also it's just, again, like, do you need another distraction? Can you just walk with yourself? Can you just walk with you in the space that is you as a human? Do you like yourself enough to walk quietly? I don't know. That's a hard question, and maybe that's another episode for another day. Please make sure you like and share. I see some of you watching and not liking and not sharing. I see you. I'm watching you. Make sure you do subscribe, because that always, makes me feel good. Let me know if you have questions or comments, and I'm always here for you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today on Sigma Sunday. I hope you have a wonderful day, and detox. Even detox me. It's totally fine. No judgment. Thanks, guys.